What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play Seven Nights Flashpoint. We've got a bit of a new look for this episode. We did run this mission a few episodes ago as a siege or a battle strike. However, that only had us play on a small portion of the map. So we've got a new look here with a loot 3 files. So we're going to run that here. I did a bunch of saving and reloading. I guess we'll look at the mission first, and we'll talk about that later. Anyway, we've got pretty much the core squad. We've got Codesmith here, our backup hacker, taking up the play here to get the hacking done. Otherwise, not much to report here. We did do some brief leveling up of the agent. He's level 15. We went into soldier, started getting some of the utility points and marker sites to make it AoE crit vuln plus evasion, which makes it really nice. Getting the second charge here is really, really valuable. With a 3-turn cooldown, this gives you a lot of proactive usage, and you pretty much always have it for fights you're actually looking for. Otherwise, not much else to report. Our Cyber Knight has capped out Downer, and we're going to move in toward Steamroll next up by around level like 18 or 19. He'll be done with that, and that'll be pretty powerful overall. Okay, so not much else to say. Our core squad is grouped up. We are doing some crafting on an urban assault. We'll probably cover that a little bit at the end of the recording. Managed to get my heat down thanks to my counter intel pod. Let's finally run it. Let's go. We've got some files to loot. Now, there is a minor bug here that we'll see in a second here. You're going to loot some files. If you want to pause and read through the dialogue, of course, feel free. But we are fighting up against Jupiter Group. Jupiter Group is a megacorp, and this loot box spawns as empty. I'm unsure why. There is some kind of bug going on with loot boxes. In fact, I actually got the new map to spawn first try, and being loot 3 files, it's important that your loot boxes work, and every single box was empty. So there's some strange occurrence going on with, I don't know, Jupiter Group times how the boxes are tagged. I'm not sure. Either way, I briefly ran through this mission and the boxes were working. I even got, this had one of the objectives on it. So we'll see if the RNG changes there. I don't think that's true. But regardless, we've got a mission to run. We've got our squad in here. And our goal is to loot every box we can. We've still got 8 of them that we can go for. So 2 here behind the gold key. We've got 1 over there. And then we're going to run across the map, run across the bridge, come down, grab this, a couple more there. And then we will hack our matrix host for some free loot. And that should be pretty solid overall. And then hopefully our exits are somewhere decent, like maybe here down the ladder, or here on the door, or there's 2 elevators here. Usually, actually, one thing worth pointing out, by the way, is every spawn configuration is handcrafted. Now, there is randomness attached, but for example, every time that you are loot 3 files and spawn exactly here, the loot box will always be the same. Maybe there's a potential box here in a different spawn, but it doesn't spawn because it's too close to it, and so it excises this from possibility. And it's worth noting that, oh, okay, in this spawn, it will only ever have, certain evacs are legal. So, usually it won't say that this is an evac. Normally it says, yeah, you're going to start somewhere, you're going to get across the map, and then, usually, roughly midway point, if there's an extraction, down here or something, that would probably be legal. Here would probably be too close for their tastes, but it will usually spawn something across the map, usually something, kind of halfway across the map. So, maybe you can think, the letter Y, somewhere, up top right and top left would be legal extracts. Anyway, loot 3 files, basic guards tend to be the default spawns here. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that they're not going to do anything really weird to me at the start. I don't really want him to run away, so I think I might go for proactive aggression here. You're definitely not scary, but I think I want to knock these 2 guys down before they leave. So we're going to go for that here, and just kind of take up some space. So you're going to get that going, and then you can yield, and then Talon can go. And I expect there to be some annoyance here in terms of which guards can we hit and who's going to hear it. So I'm going to start by going here and trying to get more information around guard spawns. Right, there's a new guard down there. Okay. But what I want to do is ideally use AoE with my SMG. So I'm just going to kind of run in here. I'm going to get spotted. But my accuracy should be decent at 18 meters. In fact, I can get a little bit closer like this. And my accuracy, it's a little bit closer. Let me... Yeah, if I go to, here or something, right? If I walk in a straight line, I mean, fractions do matter a little bit here. Probably won't change anything in terms of actual gameplay. Whatever, yeah. I think this will be fine. He'll step out to the side, still shoot. It'll be reasonable. Alright, let's go. I think these guys are too far away. We'll double check switch weapons to make sure that the tooltip updates. These guys can probably be ignored, although they might see a corpse. They're not going to move till next turn. If I shoot, yeah, if I step out or not, doesn't matter. We can hit them both no matter what. For funsies, I'll step out. Nah, I'll just stay put. But just barely he counts as in line of sight, so that's good. No one else can hear it, and I think all we're going to do here is unload. I don't think there's anything else to do here, so let's go shoot. Decent damage, and then, of course, accuracy starts taking a hit because of recoil. Can't do much about that. And we only had, I think, 1 bullet each, which wasn't too great, but they're a little bit low. And I think I can force them down the rest of the turn. So I can do a full delay, and in fact I will. My Cybernite is when he's holding the stun, and so I'm going to let everyone else do their turns first. I'm going to yield to my Scourge. This actually might be incorrect because I want him to knock down these corpses, but for now that's what we're doing. If I run him all the way up here, I can swipe twice. Ideally, I want to use at least 1 charge of Dissolve this turn. So I think I am still going to run here. I will melee swing once. I haven't upgraded melee, by the way. He's got the Hyper Club X, so really solid damage here. Right, if you have no armor, it's almost 400 damage. It's really good. We didn't get the graze, so we're fine. So you see a corpse. I don't care that you see a corpse because we're just simply going to dissolve it. But I'm going to briefly wait and make sure Codesmith can get the kill. Because if he can't, I'll need somebody to help him. So we're going to start by going here. Right there, and we're going to see if this is going to count as obstructed or not. Because this barrier's in the way. It shouldn't, but I don't know the exact mechanics of obstructed. This looks fine. Shot 1. Shot 2. It's going to be kind of close, actually. If we can get a graze here, that would be kind of sad. Cool, we got all the damage. It's good. And the nice thing about that is it means that we can actually dissolve... we can't dissolve both. He's out of range. I think what I want to do then is Tox Cloud at these guys. I don't need to. It's not vital. But we're not really going to run this direction on the map anyway. So, like, kind of clearing them out for free when everyone else can be running. Like, I can't Tox Cloud any other direction because I'm going to run through there. This is kind of just, like, free damage that doesn't really slow me down any. And so it's why I went for it here. Sabbatai can go next. I'm going to probably have... Well, I could have him do it. This seems reasonably safe. I'm going to be really risk-averse here and, like, make sure nothing really funky happens. I don't expect anything to, but I'm going to be, like, afraid of, like, but what if he's randomly in range of that? So, I'm being cautious, whatever. We open the door. Now, unfortunately, footsteps are kind of loud. I swear, that pip is in a weird spot for me. I feel like a lot farther back to count it as 4, which is weird. I don't know why that is, but whatever. Yeah, won't quite magnet in, that's fine. The forgiveness doesn't quite reach. But here's our first box. Not too much for it. Level 4 common file. This at least can be sold. It's worth a little bit, probably around 7-8k. Then we get box 2. Second gold box, a bit nicer. Level 5 armor blueprint. Level 5 file, and then some blue cubes, which I'm going to have pretty much infinite of, but okay, fine. I'm going to probably save look ahead. I feel like we're in a safe enough spot right now that I'm not worried about getting spotted. Maybe I should be a little bit concerned. Let's just burn it. Okay, where are you guys going? You're mostly standing still. You're mostly standing still, and you're actually running away. Alright, that's easy. Okay. Your first patrol point was not going very far. Understood. Tox Cloud moves up, catches them both, gets some free damage. I will see if I can ignore them next turn. In fact, so what's worth noting, they won't die on their own. There's only 150 damage remaining here. But this means if I ever interact with them later, you know, I get the convenience of them, like... them being low if they ever, like, come around because of, like, a security escalation or something. So, for now, just grab the loot. Again, they don't need to die. If they're not in the way, there's no reason to kill them. There's no reason to start the body timers. We get a really nice one here. So, of course, we get the injected stabilizer part because it's a main quest objective. We get, you know, at least 3, like, quote-unquote, real pieces of loot. And then this may have been an injected file. I did use the Field Op Center to inject files into the map, and this might be one of them. I'm unsure, but I tend to not see things that look like this without the inject file button, and so... we get our first bit of loot. We get partial success. Okay, great. And then I want to make sure I'm not, you know, in danger here, right? Because I don't know where they're headed. So I want to be like far enough away / in cover to not get caught out. But I guess if we know that you're running away, I don't know what... Yeah, and you're looking that way and you're looking that way. I should have no problem just running in a straight line forward then. Nobody should be seeing me based on what I'm seeing with look ahead. So I think we can just run straight forward. Don't have to go for kills yet. I don't think I'm going to go for kills this turn. I guess we'll see. You're relatively safe as you are. Probably just going to keep lurching forward. Ah, okay, so you can see something. I think you're far enough away that you can just kind of hang out. You've obviously got to get away from earshot, so let's spend 1 action point walking out here. At this point, we're probably safe, and honestly, let me just go ahead and yield and see where the guards are going. Red gold is behind this cover, so we should be fine no matter what. Yep, you're running away, as expected. This truck is in the way. Makes for some decent cover. And yeah, they are just chilling. You're running around, but thankfully you're not in the way, because we're not using this box anyway. It's unusable. Fair enough. And of course we know where some other guards are going, but they're kind of running away from me, so not a huge deal. Okay, so we should try to get some of these kills. Which ones are acceptable? I think we can shoot at like one guy plus stun him. We can see these guards are still not really doing anything. This guy's still standing as far as I can tell. This guy's going to look around. As long as we're out of earshot, though, we can go for some of these shots plus a stun. I'm not worried about you. No one else can hear the gunfire, so I'll probably burn a stun this turn if we don't get the kill. But I think for now, otherwise, we just go for some shots. I'm going to actually yield. The reason why is I want to let this guy get his shots while he's still got surprise accuracy. So by going... Oh, he's going to be in earshot. That's going to be a problem. Okay, I have to go back to, like, here. Yeah, okay. So I've got to go around to, like, this far. If I go... Yeah, if I go too close, I'm worried. Looks like I can go to here and it's okay. There we go. That should be fine. If this guy wakes up, I'll have to, you know, scramble and find some way to silence him, but I think it'll be okay. So let's biocoat, since we get 100% accuracy here. Great. Debuffed. He's taking fire. He's unaware. Try to get a Venom Trap. This is probably not going to work. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get the bounce that I want. I expect this would not land. Let's see. What if I aim lower? No. If I aim higher? Probably not. No, that doesn't make sense either. Okay, so best I can probably do is just shoot a second time. Okay, that's decent damage. You're still unaware. Right, you haven't turned or heard gunfire or anything. So you can be done. Now, the concern I have is I'm not going to deal 99 damage from him. That's just not going to happen this turn. So I will have to stun, because we don't have the damage otherwise. I have to kill both these guys because this box is here, and there's no way really to... I mean, like, yeah, I could come from over here and then, like, go around and back, but, like, they're stuck here, right? Like, we have to kill this guy, get rid of the corpse. Oh, I didn't get rid of this corpse, did I? This corpse is still there. Shoot, I forgot to deal with that. Oh, well. Maybe we can signal grift, and if we're lucky, no one finds it? Question mark? Oh, well. Anyway, you're just going to stand out in the middle of nowhere. It's fine. This seems fine. I'm not worried about you. I think our initial roll is going to be okay. Again, we are told by look ahead that this guard's not doing anything. So if he does do something, then the game lied to me, and I don't appreciate that. So I'm going to run you closer. I gotta, I guess, duck. Well, yeah, I gotta duck to make sure I'm not getting my footsteps heard. Hacker has to get over here at some point. By the way, here's our evacs, right? They're across the map, as expected. We want to do low security if possible. Thankfully, 2 tally per turn makes this easy. We've got several turns without escalations, without seeing corpses and stuff. Before that's going to be a big deal. There's some poison damage on several guards. You're still running over that way. Okay, fine. I think I want to run back and signal grift this. Because I think there's a good chance his patrol path does not run this way. I think he's going to run up and back. Like, we know you're standing still. I think you're just going to run up and back. I don't think you're going a big square over like this. You might, right? And if you do, you see the body, but I'm going to basically place a bet. And if I'm right, that's awesome. And if I'm wrong, oh well. But I'm going to kill your body timer. And I'm just going to run back. So that's an entire turn burn, but whatever. If they never find the body, then we're happy. You're going at 15. And again, the game told me you're not doing anything this turn. So I'm just going to go ahead and say, alright, we're just going to stop. We're just going to wait. Yep, you're doing nothing. Okay. Sure. Yep, we know you're just turning. Poison ends this turn. We have some bodies to get rid of over here. You're stunned, so you're dead to poison. I'm going to walk you up to... I guess here is fine for now. My 7 is my fastest runner, so he's probably going to be the one grabbing this loot box, I would guess. And I think what I want to do is shoot once, save Biocoat, but shoot once, Venom Trap, because I can. It's 75 damage, basically for free. Now you're down 75 health, and then shoot another time with the pistol. I actually should have Venom Trapped first to have slightly higher accuracy here. That was a mistake. Oh well. This guy's coming back next turn, but he's going at 12, so I don't really care. You're stunned. You're dead to poison, and you're down to 160 health or so. So you're not low enough yet. As mentioned, I'm going to have my Cyber Knight go for the loot, so I'm going to have him run up into sword range, if at all possible. Looks like that's going to work. Within 2 meters, that's good. Just got to put you down to 75 health. That'll do. He high rolled. Okay. I forget what this guard is doing on his turns. This guy's going back and forth. I think this guy might be standing. This guy's going to come back. I could probably have my Cyber Knight just hug this side and then stun one of the guards. The ranges are actually pretty good. And in fact, also Coordinated Charge should be in range as well. Yeah, cleanly. So second loot box. We get another armor blueprint, some red cubes. That seems fine. This guy is not going to have the ability to really go for damage yet. We're not going to get this kill. I think running him over here is too risky with where this guy is. This, by the way, is blocked off. You can't go under the bridge. So you have to come down either from the left-hand side, which, you know, someone can grab that. And honestly, we're going to the left-hand side because of the Matrix Host. And then, like, basically, as the team goes to the left, right? I think my Cyber Knight grabs this. The team goes to the left, grab these 2 boxes, walks the hacker up to this, and then as he's hacking, we grab last box. Cyber Knight will, like, meet the team up here or something like that. Anyway, we're going to have him park behind this truck. Actually, I should walk him up to a spot where he can shoot at the beginning of the next turn. Because I believe you're doing nothing, and because you're going at initiative 12, we can really push forward here and just knock these guys all down. And going from the left-hand side means I don't have line of sight, so I'm going to go for the right-hand side instead. That should be reasonable. We should have enough damage. Enough damage / crowd control. Guard there is fine. I'm not worried about it. It is possible that I roll really low on initiative. He's dead. Great. We got our 2 tally. And, of course, by the end of turn 3, we have gotten our 6 guaranteed tally as expected. Not a big problem. Okay, so you don't matter yet. You're going at 15, which is before the Scourge, and you're going at 12, which is after everyone. Okay, so how much we need to do to make sure that we're okay? My EX has no gameplay attached to him at all. He actually can't do anything. He's too far away. He's not useful. So we probably... here's the weird part. We might need to... okay. So I think your AI is just to stand still. Maybe it's going to be to turn. Which means we could just stun you and walk up. And that'll be enough, and we can, like, at most Venom Trap you. At least until your turn is done. If I want to be really safe, I can throw down smoke prematurely. But I really think I know what the guard patrol is doing. So the goal is to stun that guy and then, like, wait him out, right? That was what I decided I wanted to do. So if I run to here, I'm easily in stun range. I'm going to stun the guard who's going to move. I think you're useless. I'm kind of placing some bets here, to be honest, but I think you're useless. You can shoot if you want to, but we can wait, because there's no reason to rush this. And then you should wait as well, because there's no reason to rush this. Okay, let's hope I'm right. You're standing still. You're coming back now, which is expected. You're going back. That's, whew. That could have been bad. All right, looks like we're chilling. And you're stunned, and that's everyone. You'll start coming back pretty soon. Now, the cool thing is my CK can actually probably make this box and then out. If I can rush past these guys. I will place that bet for now, right? I can try to bypass these guards for a bit longer, so they don't have infinite corpse removal. This guy might start moving, though, so I gotta be a little bit careful. I will need to be pretty smart in a little bit. I'm supposed he wouldn't jump out from the cover there. Oh, I guess this railing makes it not count as cover, and so he won't do the leap out. I get it. I think I can actually get this, though. Yep, I can get it. I can get just within attack range at this, which I'm surprised by, because I didn't think 2.5 meters was actually acceptable. Oh, interesting. He's gonna glom to there. Huh. Alright, I guess I don't understand all the rules around this. But that's fine. So no one sees the body yet, but they will relatively soon, so I gotta be a little bit careful around my play. But thankfully, right, everyone's kind of chilling over here. Ideally, I would Tox Cloud these guys, but it's not realistic. I think my best play is actually run up to Venom Trap range, if I have it, which is going to here. I think I can make that reach him. I said I didn't have to get everyone killed, but actually, you know what? I think Tox Clouding here is pretty reasonable. Right, we're ahead of my hacker. We can aim it in this vague direction. This should hit at least 2 people, maybe 3 if I'm lucky. Probably doesn't reach him on this turn. That's going to be more than Venom Trap outright. That seems decent. Lurches forward. He's going to catch 2 of them, 75 damage. They're still plenty healthy, but at least they'll be softened up. Alright, well, this is going to be easy. I still don't have look ahead, and now I've got to be really cautious around the fact that we have no stuns, and we don't know their movements. I'm a little more exposed than I want to be. Thankfully, we've just bypassed these guys entirely and they're useless, but again, I'm a little more exposed than I want to be, so I'm slightly afraid. Like, you're going to be somewhere scary, possibly. You're going to be somewhere scary, possibly. Like, you could easily report the corpse. If you walk down and this guy's dead, we're, like, in a really bad spot. We don't know what the patrols are doing. I probably played, and then you might even move forward as well. I think you're standing, based on what I can tell of you, but I don't know for sure. And I have no more look ahead, so, you know, there's a risk that I've done something really, really silly here. Actually, one thing I want to do is yield, because this is a coordinated charge turn. So turn 4 is Tactical Surge, turn 5 is Coordinated Charge. You definitely want to print these action points and the accuracy and the move speed before you take these bigger, higher risk turns. One thing I'm probably going to do here is, what I'm going to do... Oh, wow, I'm still not in range of these guys. Holy moly. If I go here, I'm in range. Okay. So I go all the way up here. I'm not sure if the AoE is going to be good enough. Okay, it just barely is. That's cool. Do I want to marker sights then, right? Because this is like the turn where I absolutely need to do a good amount of damage and not miss. And so this feels like a really good marker sights turn. So I'm going to marker sights you because I think you're a little harder to kill. And then if I go full auto, right, we just barely hit them. I actually don't have any more attacks than this because I'll have to reload, then it's going to cost 2 AP. But if we get lucky with critting this guy with 37%, this guy's at 22, which is not horrible. Sadly, it doesn't look that good. I don't know if I want to reload right now. I might just want to... Let's see, when do you go? You go at 17. Here's what I'm going to do, right? So if all you're doing is standing still... Oh, okay. The smoke's going to be kind of annoying. Here's the thing, right? If all you're doing is standing still, I'm not worried about you. If you're going to walk forward, you're going to see us, and that's going to be really bad. So, like, I kind of want to throw smoke down so that you don't see us if you run forward. But I'm pretty sure we can just have everyone, like, duck behind this wall, and it's not going to be a problem. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk to here, and then just crouch. And then almost no matter what he does, he can't find me. You also go to here instead, since, like, the auto-pathing says go this way. I'm going to go to here then, and then crouch. I should be immune to this guard finding me. Famous last words, I guess. These guys, of course, they're alert. They need to die. Let's see, I have a range problem there. I'm going to walk and use 1 movement point to get to this close. One annoyance is going to be getting back into cover if needed. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to go for you because you're going to be a little bit harder to reach with everyone else. Good crit. That's nice. Okay. And then to be a bit cautious, even though I want him to be over this way, I'm going to put him behind this wall. I think this guy's not going to run close enough, but I think this guy, again, has the chance to. So I'm going to put him on this wall. I lose 2 accuracy from generating more recoil from running, but that seems correct when the calculus just seems kind of correct there. Okay, so because I want him to clean up corpses, I'm going to have my Cyber Knight do most of the actions here. I think it's correct for the Cyber Knight to run up, get to a spot where he's got line of sight, which is going to be right around here. We've got to kill him before he moves. I get debuffed. There's the kill. And I should wait because this guy might have a patrol path that I care about. You're going to get rid of corpses. You can't go too far forward because this is poisoned. So you got to be careful. That's just about dissolve range. I guess we'll see. Right there looks decent. Can I reach the corpse? Yes. Good. Should I dissolve this corpse as well? Or should I save it for this one? I think I want to dissolve the corpse as well. I think that's reasonable. It's got a body timer at the very least. Okay. And then I should reload because reloading seems reasonable. And I'm going to hide you behind this wall again with everyone else. So this guy, even if he moves, he shouldn't be able to find us. This guy shouldn't see any corpses because he's not going over here, I don't think. And if I have to deal with him with like Atomic Stutter or something, I can. I don't know if I will have to, but again, we know what your patrol route already is. You're not scary. You are just standing still. Okay. You're actually still running away, so I really don't care, but I didn't know that. We played it safe because we didn't have the tools. It is what it is. Now, last I saw, this camera, in fact, we know cameras have 11 meters of range, so I can just go to this box, no problem, and get this without a concern in the world. There we go. Give me the stuff. Is it a quest? Stabilizer Part 1. We get a grenade blueprint that we cannot sell yet because no one buys high-level blueprints, and we get some drugs. Pay data. Nice. We get another, I think it's like 100k per pay data right now. So really, really valuable boxes. So you're done. And then realistically, you don't have anything to do. Going for the shot would be completely incorrect. Your initiative roll is 15, so I think we can just play kind of aggressive. And it's totally fine. So yeah, we're going to mostly have the team run this way to make space for my hacker. Unfortunately, this camera's going to see him constantly. That's going to be annoying. I can have the Agent EX plus hacker kind of double up and get a lot of, get like 5 turns of turning it off. But we finally get the first escalation. Of course, the AI doesn't know that we're here. It's going to reduce body timers, but I think we've cleaned up almost all of them. I think there's 1 body timer left. Okay, you stand still. That's good to know. And again, we know what these guys are doing. They're fully ignorable. They were never going to matter to us. Okay, so body timer's running out this turn. In fact, it looks like 2 of them are running out this turn. That's scary, right? Because we're getting 2 and then plus 4. Is that... Oh, it's this... Yep, these 2 are running out. Okay. Well, the AI is going to check out this side of the map, which we're not there anymore. So yeah, we're going to get some security, but, you know, not the end of the world. CK can happily run across the map. Let's run at least partway across so he's not dealing with this patrol, if it somehow mattered. I don't know if it will. In fact, it's very likely that it won't, but you can be a bit safe. Worth noting that because you're going at 15, we should wait for you. Let you waste your turn. Okay. You're heading back? Oh, not yet. Ooh, you're walking into poison based on the fact that it's not fast forwarding. Nice. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. And so we're not going to get here in time to turn off these corpses. This is not going to be real. We have a little bit of time to wait for you. I don't know what your full route is, but eventually it'll matter. You're standing still, but we have to... I mean, we could try to bypass you, right? Like, this is one case where Agent EX's white noise is pretty good. We know he never looks back this way, so like if we white noise him for 3 turns, grab box, come back out, we can ignore the guard forever. But that's not really realistic here for us, so it's got to be the kill instead, which means you have to dissolve him, or signal grift him, or whatever. You know, we don't love having to do that, but there's no way around this. So, take my shots. If I put you down to 175, you're automatically dead, so I'm going to run here. I'm going to throw down a Venom Trap. Oh, yep, you can bounce it right here. Yep. The pistol might have done enough by itself, but this is now 175 from Dot, and then this pistol shot is not guaranteed the kill, but we got it. Alright, well, you're definitely dead from damage over time. My hacker's going to want to run towards the host. I think we can kind of start doing that right now. Can't get too close, though. Got to be a little bit careful. I think putting him here is acceptable. It's away from the camera and whatnot, but we got the EX like slowly take these lockboxes and really just play for this with like the Cyber Knight and something like that. But I think we can run the hacker up. We'll let him reload just to make sure that there's no issues with combat. Let's see, what is your initiative roll? 15, I'm not terribly worried. I'm gonna go ahead and just jump across here. You seeing me doesn't matter because you're poisoned. And then because the EX is going to be handling this camera, we're going to have him run pretty far up. Now we know, again, this guy could see, so we got to be a little bit careful here. We're going to run to here, which is outside of vision cone. We'll take the 2 action point reload. We all get spotted, so we all have evasion debuffs here. It's not going to matter because we're not going to be in combat, but yes, basic guards can drop your evasion by, what, 10% constantly? Sag, but whatever. So we've got 3 boxes left. 1, 2, 3. We've got a host hack for loot. I'm trying to generate some accounts so that I can... Yeah, okay, so he's been sent. Okay, that's actually kind of scary. He's in a spot that matters. Let's see, so who was sent? You were sent, and then one of you was sent, I think. Okay, I need to take a quick break. You will see a jump cut in the recording. Alrighty, I am back, and we've got a bit of a predicament here. So thankfully, the guys down here don't really matter. Like, one of you has been sent to investigate me. I don't really care which one. You're not going to find me this turn. Even if he runs down and he goes through this gate, like, he's going to get to maybe here on this turn, and I've got to be a little bit cautious around what I'm doing with the loot box, but not a big concern. This guy appears to be standing still and is unaware, which means the AI didn't talk to him. This guy, however, matters. But the nice thing about this is he's too far away to matter. Right? You're standing still. You have low initiative. I guess you're kind of far away, but you have low initiative. And then these guys are too far away to actually matter. So the goal is going to be keep the security level under 4. That seems very doable. This body here is timing out. If I can remove it, I would like to. I can't guarantee I can get that, but it would be nice. We can have Red Gold try to run up for a dissolve here. That would save me some shenanigans. Other option here, right? Other thing we can do is we can disable this camera with a line crawler and then hack it. And so basically it's like, I would like to start hacking this turn if possible. And a way to guarantee that is to not have to kill him by only having to stun him. Another position, though, is that this guy is in a weird spot where he's going to see a body, probably. My Scourge is still exposed. That's a concern as well. And I don't know if I can unload enough damage this turn to guarantee that he dies. I guess if I bump initiative on my Scourge, it's much more likely to work. The downside is the longer I wait to grab this box and this box, the sooner this guy gets into the way. Because he's going to run... Actually, no, he's going to run over here. He's going to grab these bodies. He's going to reveal them and get mortality from seeing the bodies, but he's actually not going to be in my way. So I think the play is Alpha Strike this guy, just like do all the damage to kill him. Once he's dead, the Scourge will run back, or the CK will run back and grab this. And as a pairing with this, yeah, we should move up enough to like not have bad range. Ideally, this would be good enough, but the problem is... Actually, I have to reload anyway, so... he's surprise fire, which is cool, but at the end of the day, I only have 3 shots, which means 5 AP. Right, it's going to cost 6 AP plus 1 to reload, then a 7th to shoot. Sorry, 6 plus 1 is 7, then plus 1 is 8. I don't have 8 AP. I had to move up, so realistically, I have 3 shots, which means I could, like, safely run to here and make the accuracy a little bit nicer, because you can see optimal range -9. Running up here is basically free real estate. What I'm going to do is actually what I said I was going to do, which is stun to start out here, so we can ignore for a little bit, and then with my remaining 5 action points, just shoot 3 times. It won't quite kill, but it'll come close unless I crit. like that, and I get my 1.5x damage, and isn't that convenient? Okay, well, that's kind of nice. We should dissolve this body. We'll have to go, what, this close? Yep, this close. So, 3 action points moving, dissolve the body, and then start running all the way back to grab the loot boxes. That should be pretty safe. Shouldn't be a big concern. You're done for now. Okay, great. So we're going to have Talon lead with Line Crawler. So Line Crawler disables for a total of 3 turns, right? This and the next 2. And then Packet Loss disables for another 2 turns, right? This and the next turn. And that will actually be additive if it's already disabled. So the nice thing is I actually get a lot of value out of taking you down. And then I'm probably going to choose single target instead of AoE because of accuracy considerations. Outside optimal range by 1 doesn't really matter. So I guess I'll just take the accuracy buff anyway. So walk up here, then just shoot a bunch until I'm out of action points. So we're not getting the most damage because we have a silenced SMG. It just doesn't do that much damage. You can see we're getting, 60 per hit over and over and over again. Now, we're actually getting unlucky. Those are glances. So the 60% guaranteed glancing hit is kind of nice. Obviously, pistols have more accuracy than SMGs, but SMGs get 60% glancing hit. There we go. We finally get our crit. And, wow, we crit twice in a row. It's pretty lucky. So 2 glance, 2 crit. Kind of funny. But you're done. And then to be safe here, let's see if I'll magnet in. Maybe I can magnet in from here. So this is going to be down for a few turns. And if I want to, really guarantee I don't get seen, I can packet loss you. Now you're down for a long time. This and the next 4. Okay, we've got a small-ish host, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bonus nodes. In addition to the one that we started on. Probably going to 0 interrupt this. I don't know if I care about the SCU. In fact, there's not hooked to any stuff at all, so there's nothing attached to you. So there's no point in going here at all. But obviously going all the way down for these 3 downloads is worth it. And we can ignore the CPU, because why would we bother? So, since it's pretty quick, I think I'm going to ignore the connection health stuff a decent amount. Actually, one thing I'm willing to do... So here's the funny thing, right? Actually, no, I have to do it this way. Okay. So, if this wasn't connection use, what I could have done is simply spacebarred and gone to the SPU. It would have triggered all 3 escalations, which, matters, but I wouldn't have to use any programs. And then all I would do is 0 interrupt this anyway, because I'm always going to 0 up an SPU. Unless I get really, really lucky with the ice, which is unlikely, right? By doing this one, all I ever took was 1 escalation, right? Because I disabled this first, so nothing ever happened here. Actually, that's not true. Technically, something like this is already native on the node, so you're getting +5 tally per action no matter what happens, so it's always going to trigger at least once, no matter what you do. I think even if you 0 interrupt, it still triggers. I could be wrong about that one, but I think that's true. So this triggers no matter what you do, which means if I was to, leave... this would trigger once, this would trigger once, and then this, if it was whatever, it would trigger once. If I went for disables, right, and I disabled this, and then this would trigger once, because it always does. This triggers once because I didn't disable it first, and then it goes away, and then this would have triggered twice. If it was, +7 AP. In fact, it would trigger 3 times, it was, +7 AP per action. Anyway, have to get rid of it. I'm not going to bother scanning, because I truly don't care, because, actually, I'll scan. What if it's, harmless? Yeah, no, it's a bunch of take any action. Screw that. 0 interrupt. Take my download. Okay, that's not horrible. We'll go in this order because I still don't care about connection health right now. Honestly, skipping this is fine. That's actually free real estate as far as I'm concerned. Let's load active ice and let's walk down here. Tally, damage to connection. Connection health's getting kind of bad, but I'm still going to go in this order. I'm still okay on this for now. Action point efficient sleaze down to 0 AP. Of course, we'll take our downloads here, come up here, get rid of this, take our last downloads. And we've got, what, Financial Fortress, Data Fortress, Financial Fortress. So it's cool that we have 2 of these have accounts. It's really good. If I wanted to be hyper efficient and I, really didn't care about total money, but only cared about, my time IRL, I could have, tried to only hunt the things with accounts on them. Yeah, unfortunately, he found that corpse that we had signal grifted, unfortunately. That's too bad, but oh well. More tally. We're going to get to sec level 2 and 3 pretty fast. Reinforcements come in already. They are thankfully far away. Looking high quality, though. So it looks like only 2 options at sec level 2, and it was that. And unfortunately, they're going to find those corpses, so sad for us. But we've got, looks like 3 divergence. Yeah, pretty durable overall. Okay, fine. Okay, so... Right, this guy's dead. Body timers for a while. Looks like it's going to be grab the boxes. We've got some time before Sec level 4. Mind Control Studies 3. This, I think, also comes from injected files. There's our cred ship, and then we're going to run up this way. Agent EX might have gotten there faster. It doesn't really matter, though. Scan. There's one of everything. Okay, fine. Use a program, relocate. Damage cyberdeck. Sucks to suck. So we get an epic account. That's good. And then 2 that just sell for money. Okay. We know it's here. This is AP cost. I don't care about program loading necessarily. Yet this should be fine. Usually both traps aren't dangerous, so I'm okay with leaving one up. Use a program to exit the node. Yep. So get rid of you first, then you. Okay. Might have to do a reconnect pretty soon, because connection is getting kind of bad. And I think what I'm going to do is take the disconnect, because next escalation could kick me out of the matrix, and that's not acceptable. So I'm going to take the disconnect here. Of course, all my stuff's on cooldown. That's fine for now, though. I'm going to take the disconnect. And then I can yield down, take a rewind, and go in for a little bit of AP. And if I wanted to... there's no reason to go for that. Let's just take the reload. Let's have you run over toward this. We can have you signal grift that body, if it's going to matter. We are done with most of the boxes. 2 left. And then you're back to hunting because you saw a body. And so here's how the AI works, as far as I can tell. Is the AI said, hey, buddy, you need to go and investigate those corpses. And he started walking, and he's like, wait a second. I see a different corpse. Something is dangerous here, where I am. Who killed it? Where are they? What's happening? And he starts hunting around. And so you can, like, weirdly have, like, just off-camera bodies basically intercept guard movements. And because he didn't tell him that there's a body, he's waiting till the AI tells him. If he sees a corpse, he'll do the same thing of like, wait a second, there's danger. Something's going on around here. The guards are comically stupid, somewhat intentional. The whole, like, they don't share information is very much a intended game mechanic. And I enjoy that they're pretty dumb. Anyway, yeah, just random thing about how the game works. Felt like sharing that. I'm pretty far from everybody else. Let's go grab this loot box. Is it the one? Stabilizer Part 2, red cubes. This sells for a lot, but no one buys this. And then some more files, so pretty good stuff here. Payday is successful. Hooray for us. As long as we get in under Sec level 4, we get bonus influence for our contact, which is also nice. What's interesting, by the way, is there are a lot of contact types that will buy item blueprints. I forgot to rewind myself. I griefed. I forgot. I'm going to end my turn and do nothing here. Because if he high rolls initiative and goes before the Cyber Knight, I don't have the chance to rewind him before his turn starts. So I griefed. I'm down 20 Matrix AP. I'm down some Matrix IO. Turns out he low rolled, but I didn't know that. I forgot to do the thing I wanted to do. They found the corpses. They somehow didn't find that, which is kind of hilarious. They happened to walk by it. I think from the fast forwarding caused that. But I have to do the thing I wanted to do. Oh well, we can fix it now. Next turn, I also have a action point printing. Let me rewind you for your cooldowns. Great, you're done now. You're still on your own patrol. They're on their own patrol as well, because they technically got fast forwarded past the corpses. Okay, coordinated charge. I'm gonna actually run down and give it to the Scourge, who needs it more. How far can I go before it's reasonable? That seems fine against my entire team. So, mission complete, but there is a Matrix host to take, and there is some files to download. Some accounts to download, I should say. Alright, so the plan is reload hardshell, reload overclock. I'm going to load no programs until I'm here, in case like there's an escalation that's like deload programs, something like that. So I'm going to go here. It wasn't, but I didn't know that. 0 interrupt. Now we know we're going to load, which is everything, basically. AP, I'll tank the tally. That's actually fine. I'm not really in danger of taking enough damage yet. Connection use, tally, AP cost. Okay, I'm going to save AP again. No, I shouldn't. I should actually stop the tally. Have to reload this. Scan. Okay, win everything. That's fine. Escalation now. That's fine. Any action download an account. Okay, so I got to get rid of all these. And we have just enough AP. And we got, like, what, 2 epics and 1 legendary account, I think. So we have 40 influence. That's pretty good. Cyberdeck only lost 1 health. I don't think I ever took stress. And we got out just barely. If I wanted to, I could null-op these. Because they are disabled, they shouldn't generate tally. In fact, I'm gonna check something. So, okay, it says 5 tally per action, and they're all disabled. So what happens if I null-op? It doesn't count as an action. If I null-op again... Yep, okay. That's what I thought. I just hadn't checked for myself. Disabled ice, in fact, do not generate tally when they are killed. And the null-op does not generate... it does not count as an action for the top right corner here. It might count as an... Yeah, I think it's just straight up. So... There's some science. Great. That's what I was told was true, but I hadn't verified for myself. Red Gold has some bonus move speed. He can grab the last box. Let's get our free loot. And another armor blueprint. We got a ton of armor blueprints this map. Oh, wait, why do I walk that way? There's an exit right there. Either way, though, we should be good. There shouldn't be anything too fancy or special going on. Let's walk towards our exits. Extract 1. These guys don't matter. They're too far away. Tactical Surge, and it's time for evac. Alright, that's pretty good. So, I'm going to go over what I learned around contact limit breaks and stuff, and how I know that my next limit break is going to be Origami Joe doing the Rook prototype mission. Alright, so mission complete. We got all the stabilizer. Now, one tough thing. Let's see. We'll go through the rest of the denouement here first. Good amount of XP. Very low heat, which is nice. Now they've got a level 2 counter intel pod. Like, we're just going to be permanently low heat, which is nice. Our friend gets some power level. Gets 30 influence. We got quite a lot of loot from all the boxes, which is pretty nice. These are the injected files, by the way. They're always put last, and they're also... I don't know if they're always the level of your power level, but it's just, like, very obvious that these are these. They seem to always be common. They seem to always be the same level. They seem to not match the, like, sorting of other stuff, which is totally fine. But it's sort of worth noting, like, these are what I injected, by the way. Matrix downloads, looking decent. We have, right, 1 epic, 1 legendary, 1 more epic, so we have 40 influence. That's pretty sweet. We got a grip that we can look at. We got a affordable host assessment we can build at some point. We got some oranges, which are good. By the way, oranges matter way more than level. Level is like 10% more per rank. This is like 1x per rank. It's like rare is 2x, epic is 3x, legendary is 4x. It's just like infinitely better. I guess level 10 could be as good as a rare, right? A level 10 common is as good as level 2 rare or level 1 rare. Anyway, maybe the 10% is multiplicative, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to make a save. Overwrite, not load, that would be silly. Alright, so I learned some stuff around limit breaks. Okay, so you'll see that I did run some missions off camera. I believe I ran this off camera. I believe I ran this off camera. I forget if I ran this one. I'm pretty sure I did. Anyway, the last thing that I played, I think, on recording was this, right? People got some detoxes, some things ran out. Okay, whatever. But what I realized is that limit breaks for your contacts are semi-random. So any eligible contact can limit break. Limit break pacing is completely non-random. It's roughly like exactly every 7 days. So right, 17th of September. Then we have 23rd of September. Okay, so 6 days. And then 29th September. So it's every 6 days. Not 7, every 6 days. Okay, right? Right, so 29, 23, 17, right? Every 6 days. Okay, great. What's interesting is in each slot, every contact's limit break options have already been rolled. Somehow. I don't know the mechanism, but essentially, if I was to save and reload constantly, Dr. Ashe would always have the exact same set of things that she could get as her escalation, as her limit break, on September 17th. It is always these 3. Now, I don't know if in a different save file it might be different. I truly have not bothered to verify that. That's asinine. But if Dr. Ashe is pulled for this limit break on 17th September, it is always these 3 options. And I said, okay, well, let's give you power play. Yeah, there's no power plays for doctors right now, but at some point there's going to be, and if she power plays in the future, great, I get to generate more content, right? Wonderful stuff. Okay. If Dr. Ashe were instead on the 23rd, she would have a different set of options. And so what I discovered was, like, in this slot, and in this slot, and in this slot, Origami Joe does not have the Rook prototype in his options. I cannot force it, which means I needed to keep pushing farther and farther until the next slot, which is going to be, what, October 5th or whatever. That is the first time that Origami Joe will offer Rook prototype as his limit break. And it's guaranteed, by the way. Maybe something changes if, like, someone else becomes eligible. I have actually checked that, so, like, the fact that we just got a bunch of influence on our new character, does that change something? I'm actually not sure. I'm actually not sure if running a mission re-rolls stuff, because what I did to verify this was I skipped past this mission. I just rolled right forward and said, I don't care, I'm not running the mission. And then Origami Joe gets a limit break on the 5th of October, and he immediately first option says Rook prototypes, which is his power play storyline. So I actually don't know what happens with running a mission. I don't know if that actually re-rolls the odds. I don't know that one. But I do know that he wasn't running it on the other days. Okay. And so basically, yeah, it was basically a waste of 70 influence if I let Origami Joe limit break on a day that he was not going to roll the Rook prototypes. And so I would reload and try again and reload, and I would get someone else to limit break. And it just turned out that Dance Hall, I think, was probably the best slot for that day because upgrading Cyberdex is a good service. Then I had this guy go. I made him upgrade hacking drugs to max level, which is level 3. So now he's done. And then again, the October 6th slot for Origami Joe lets him limit break with upgraded Cyberdex, or with the power play. And so I've got contacts, some of them have influence. Let's go ahead and not show people who I don't care about. Yeah, so we've only got 2 options here, right? The only people who can do it are Owen and Origami Joe. So theoretically, in 5 days or 6 days, he should be offering the Rook Tech power play as his next limit break, unless running a mission re-rolls the randomness. I don't know that for sure, but hey, it's a possibility, right? Worth noting that this mission's due in 4 days. I believe I can get the limit break before this shows up. That's my recollection anyway. I guess we'll see, but that's what I remember to be true. Even though I already know I saved, I'm going to save again. By the way, this was the save where I was like, oh, Origami Joe limit broke into Rook Tech. I'm gonna make a save here. And so October 5th at midnight, Origami Joe limit breaks, and he had Rook Tech as his first option. So I'm gonna overwrite the save just to be really, really safe. I just want to make sure. These guys are in the trainer. I'm not going to bother running this mission. I don't have a strong reason to be honest. We're not about to give her a bunch of influence. This doesn't really matter. This is a very easy mission to run, of course, if I wanted to, but ultimately, not a huge deal. These guys can exit the trainer. We'll be offered a VIP mission. We have a legwork coming in from Dr. Ashe here as well. Ultimately, though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably bank these accounts for a little bit. So what I'm going to do eventually is I'm going to sell them to Josephus. Because Josephus is also in this boat, where Josephus is going to have the chance to limit break. If I get him to 80 influence, he has a trait. I'll show you. He's at like 40, right? So he has Club Life, and Club Life is a tag that allows the other power play mission subset. Now, I don't know what time slot Josephus is going to be willing to run that mission on, right? And so I don't know if he's going to need the slot on October 5th, and Joe is going to be fine on, like, the 12th. I don't know. So basically, I'm going to stop the recording here, save, and then, like, go figure out what the array of options are and try to get both power plays going. And so ideally, fingers crossed, next episode of this Let's Play is going to be one of the 2 power plays. And so I'll see you there. I've never played it. It'll be new to me. But hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.